Hi guys, it's Paul from Paul Cole Cricket, and I thought I would end this series of New Balance bat videos here at Uzi Sports on a high note with the burn here. Hopefully you've seen the videos I've done of the DC and the TC, both fairly negative. I was quite critical of them both, if I'm honest. However, I 100% cannot be negative about this bat. I think the value for money is crazily good. I really, really do. Uzi Sports here have got a good range of these in stock. There's a couple here behind me, which also very good value, I think. But we'll spend the majority of the time here focusing on this one here. There you go, just for completeness. Yeah, grade 4 English Willow is what these have been graded at. But this one's got 14 grains. Yes, there's a bit of discoloration, bit of heartwood, some knots going on, but at least within the playing area, you know, almost grade 1 looking. So you could argue looks wise, this has been misgraded. I also think the stickers are quite nice. It takes up a little bit too much of the blade for my liking, but I do like this use of this blue, looks very nice. And the embossing, there's embossing here, unlike on the DC, the top DC bat I've just reviewed. I like the use of chrome. Yeah, just looks nice. It is very busy on the back, yes. Don't like it as much on here, really, if I'm honest. But, you know, still, yeah, stickers wise, I like the looks. In terms of comparing it with the DC or TC bats, the main difference, which I'll show you now, is the shorter blade, longer handle aspect of the burn. As you can see here, there's a bit of a difference there. It's the same overall length, the same short handle size, but obviously it's a 1 inch shorter blade, a 1 inch longer handle. I did do the measurement before filming the video incidentally. You can probably tell it's about that size as well. So more of a T20 type design with the longer handle, giving you more momentum, leverage through the shot. They pick up lighter as well. It's becoming quite fashionable. More and more brands are doing this. As far as I'm aware, this is the only New Balance bat that offers this. But pickup wise, I think it's really nice. I mean, crazy weight wise, by the way, all of them are sort of 2.8 or lighter, so they're all really light bats. This particular one is 2.6, believe it or not, just 2.6. Yet it's got, yeah, I mean, big specs, which I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, pickup wise, nice and light, nice and balanced. I wouldn't say it feels much lighter than the actual weight that it is. But yeah, nice pickup. The shape, by the way, is mid to high middle and a full spine that runs down through the toe, as you can see there. So that's distinct from the other. I like how in the New Balance range, all three shapes are very different, noticeably different. That's good. It's kind of something for everyone, really. Minimal concaving, not that much actually there, as you can see. So again, making it very impressive for the weight of just being 2.6. There's only a slight bit of concaving, so quite a wide middle. If you're hitting off centre, you're getting a decent amount of wood behind it. But yeah, I'll put it through the gauge to show that it does go through, although not by as comfortably as you might expect, given the weight of 2.6. And that is because the edges of this bat are 40 millimeters, spine 61 millimeters, and the toe 17 millimeters on the edge and 28 millimeters in the center where that spine runs through. And you're probably thinking, Paul, I don't believe you that it is just 2.6. You're just trying to help sell this bat for Uzi, especially how negative I was of the previous New Balance bat videos. But there, the proof is in the pudding. 2.6 and 5/8 to be exact. So yeah, this is the kind of crazy low density you would normally only associate with top end grade 1 plus bats, yet you're getting it in a grade 4 bat here with New Balance. So it just goes to show that absolute value for money can be found. And that extends to the mallet response and the ball bouncing, which I'll do without further ado now, starting with the mallet, toe up to the stickers as usual, and then bounce the ball in it. So that is really soft, really responsive all over, I think. I think it's the kind of bat that will reach peak performance level pretty much straight away. I mean, obviously you need to knock it in, maybe have 1 or 2 nets with it, but once that has happened, I think it's pretty much peak already. Of course, Uzi Sports can offer that knocking in service for you if you did want to get the bat. The edges have been boned, but still needs a couple of hours or so of knocking in. But yeah, with the ball now, quite high ceilings here. It's not hitting the ceiling, but it's coming very close. Up high, down low. Yeah, so to me, that is much more responsive than both the TC and DC bats that I reviewed that were grade 1. So another example of how grading doesn't necessarily mean that much when it comes to performance, at least not in my opinion. It never has done, it never will. Grading is about something else. In this case, I think it's largely graded down because there are a few blemishes, because there is discoloration, this kind of thing. But performance-wise, this is as good as many top grade bats I've reviewed recently, and certainly, as I said, more responsive than the other New Balance bats, which is crazy to think are over double the price of this. I'll just quickly show you a couple of other features before I go into more detail about that price. One being the bow there, curves around the mid blade, as you can see there, fairly even, quite nice. The handles, as with the other New Balance bats, quite thick. So yeah, I like the handles and the grips, to be fair. Nice professional, smart, New Balance branded grips in the matching colour scheme, this multi-texture grip. But yeah, you wouldn't necessarily need a second grip because they are quite thick handles. But yeah, does pick up nicely, as I said earlier. So semi-oval, also good if you're top-handed or a bottom-handed player. Something to bear in mind. But yeah, there's no toe guard fitted. You might want to think about getting one added, and an anti-scuff sheet likewise if you wanted to protect the bat a bit more, to help with the durability and longevity of the bat, something Uzi Sports can also offer. But yeah, going back to that price, £159.99. So yeah, it's just crazy value, especially compared to those other New Balance bats, as I said, which I criticised for being the opposite of this, not good value for money. This is exceptional. It really, really is. I think the sort of concept of it is good. Like I said, more of a T20, aggressive hitters kind of bat with the shorter blade, longer handle, the big specs, the mid-middle. These are things for all-round hitting, that kind of thing. For that price, I think it's absolutely fantastic. I really, really do. So I'd highly recommend visiting the link in this description, which takes you to the Uzi Sports page. This bat is available along with all the other that you see behind me. The Burn Uzi Sports ship globally as well, so wherever you are in the world, you can get your hands on these. Highly impressed. I just wish the rest of the New Balance range could replicate this quality and this value, to be honest. But thanks a lot for watching this video. Please do subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate your support as I'm trying to grow this new channel for you guys. Showing off these big brown bats here at Uzi Sports has been an absolute pleasure. I hope you've seen the video also of me walking around the store. Highly recommend a visit if you're in the Swindon area, as well as obviously shopping online, as I said. So thanks again, and I'll see you again soon.